Okay, so one of the questions we get is, okay, I hear all this stuff about diabetes. Why? How does bypass surgery make a difference? Now, let me tell you, the old idea was really simple. If you lost weight, your diabetes got better no matter how you lost weight. And so we used to think, oh, well, the weight loss surgery causes weight loss, and thus it's weight loss from the weight loss surgery that causes diabetes to get better. But there was an odd problem with that theory in that many diabetics got better within hours or days of the surgery before there was much weight loss. So some scientists in France did the following study. They took obese diabetic mice and they did a gastric bypass on them, each mouse.
It was a micro gastric bypass.
Not a mini, but a micro, right. Then as those mice began to lose weight, they took another group of mice and held their food so that the two groups of mice, obese diabetic mice, lost weight at the same rate. But the mice that had the gastric bypass did much better. Their diabetes went away, and it took longer, and there was less effectiveness of the weight loss by itself. So it's something in the surgery, not just the weight loss. What? Well, recent studies have shown that there are other hormones in the body besides insulin that affect your blood sugar. Just like there are a variety of systems in your car to slow down the car. There's brakes, and there's take your foot off the accelerator, and maybe there's an emergency brake. So there are different ways for the car to slow down. We've now found there are many ways to control blood sugar, not just insulin. Two of the hormones that affect sugar in the body are called glucagon-like protein 1, or GLP-1, GLP, and gastrointestinal peptide, or GIP, or GIP. And what we found is gastric bypass affects GLP and GIP. So you could say when you come here you get gypped. No. Or you get clipped. No. So we now know that basically the bypass itself modifies other sugar-controlling hormones in the body in addition to weight loss, and that's why we think the diabetes gets better.
So if your pancreas was failing, that necessarily wouldn't be a reason that you wouldn't be cured.
Well, that brings up a very interesting other kind of study. When they operated on different mice in research studies, they found that another side effect of the gastric bypass is the beta cells in the pancreas grow in response to the bypass. So there is hyperplasia and hypertrophy of the beta cells in the pancreas. So there's more insulin, more beta cells, and GLP and GIP are affected. And that combination is what leads to the high frequency of resolution of diabetes after gastric bypass. In my series, in a report back from 2,000 patients who are 3 years out from surgery, 93% of our diabetics are off all their medicine.
From personal experience, it took me a year to get off completely from that. I mean, when I came the day before surgery, my sugars were 375 on pills, and they were controlled. It took about a year to, they were down to 100 pretty much after the surgery, but it took a year to get off the pills completely. And then, not that you're interested, but I had a perfectly normal pregnancy where I didn't even get GD. So that was a big thing.
GD being gestational diabetes.
It took about 2 months to my sugar level 11 miles.